BusinessInsider.com article, a record number of Americans are holding 2 full-time jobs. This according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Now, this is inflation-driven. It's not always inflation-driven, but that's the focus they're coming in from on this article, and a lot of people are doing this. But I would also tell you that a lot of people that are trying to put their kids through school, a lot of people that are trying to pay off debt. And so you can't just put it all in this bucket of, well, inflation's up and it's forcing people to work 2 full-time jobs. Is that the case? Yes, but I'm going to break that down in a second. Is it inflation only? What's the culprit here? The full culprit here? Like, what is contributing to the circumstance where someone has to feel they got to work 2 full-time jobs? Now, it's important to point out that the Bureau of Labor Statistics defines a full-time position as more than 35 hours a week at one job. So you're talking about at least 70 hours a week for people that we're talking about here. And that is, I'm tired, I'm exhausted thinking about 70 hours a week. That's a lot of hours. Okay, that's extraordinary. The numbers are 426,000 Americans worked that much in the month of June, compared to 308,000 in February of 2020. So that number's up over a 2-year period. So here's the point that I want to address in bringing this up, and I hope it'll encourage some of you. I'm going to challenge some of you. And some of your friends and family members are in this boat. So here's the reality. There's no question that gas and groceries are up. Let's look at 2 things that hit people in their budgets that are very real. Gasoline. I filled up yesterday. I got a very fuel-efficient car. I think I get like 29 miles to the gallon in my car. Well, I think it's $4.30 a gallon, I think is what it was. $77 for me to fill up yesterday. Good heavens, man. That's what it used to cost to fill up my wife's Suburban. Okay? So let's say you're doing that 4 times a month. Some people are doing it way more than that. I'm fortunate. My wife and I are fortunate. We don't drive a lot. Everything's local for us. But, if you're driving 45 minutes to work every day, depends on how many times you fill up, that's real money. Okay? Groceries. The cost of groceries gone up big time. Okay? So then you talk about, adding, in some cases, 15, 18, 20% to your grocery bill and gas. That affects people in real life. So I understand inflation is real. However, we are talking about essentials there. Gasoline to drive and food to eat. Okay? Even in an inflationary period where groceries go up, you can still buy in bulk. You can get creative with meal planning, and you can dial back on eating out. And we're seeing a lot of consumers doing that. Here's the point I want to make. You can't throw everything into the, oh my gosh, inflation is up. I hate the government. And I can't keep up. Woe is me. I'm working 70 hours a week just to pay for gas and groceries. Folks, that's an incomplete narrative, and it's false. One would not need to work an additional 35 hours a week to pay for the increase in gas and groceries. That's just basic math. You don't have to do that. So while increasing income is good, and we are seeing wages at an all-time high, and I don't see any slowdown in the increase in wages. So there's another factor here, and we just have to be honest. The other factor is you're going to have to make some cuts. And that's weird psychologically when you go, wait a second, I'm making more than ever. Why should I have to cut anything? Come on, folks. It's math.